new life begins today. Our new life begins today.
All right, we're back with today's Pet Patrol.
Gil, we have 2 puppies, a retriever lab mix, 1 yellow, 1 reddish brown, 7 weeks old. Give us a call.
And we have a couple of kittens, short-haired, 1 male and 1 female to give away.
This just in, found a dog, a terrier male, mixed brownish coat, found near the high school. His name is Corky. So call in and claim this cute little fellow.
And we have a lost husky dog, female. With all that hair, you can't really tell. Answers to Missy.
Missy means female in my book, Gil.
Network News is next.
We have to hurry. We have to stop by the garage on our way to school. We can't get our California plates unless we pass the smog inspection.
Have them check on those funny pinging noises.
Oh, yeah. I'll bet we're overdue for our tune-up. Your dad always used to take care of that. I remember one at 10,000 miles.
I checked the odometer when we left New York. 78,000 miles.
Now add the trip cross country.
That's 2,439. I retain useless information. Double that with all the times we got lost.
Oh, we never were really lost.
Those side trips.
You go cross country, you should see the major sights. Mount Rushmore, the Grand Canyon.
Graceland.
Gotta see the king. And who wanted to drive 200 miles to see the dinosaur footprint?
It's historic.
We get there, and somebody had spray-painted Tony's a big weenie on it.
Whose idea was the Roy Rogers Museum?
You wanted to see Trigger.
Well, I didn't know he was stuffed.
Come on, get your books.
Oh, one thing. When we get there, we have to act like we know what we're talking about. Mechanics always take advantage of us women.
Kaz, do you speak car?
No, but I'm a strong male presence. He's all we've got.
Okay, everybody, he's coming. Look at the engine.
And point. Point at something.
Oh, hi. You're supposed to sign this form right here, and then they send me my sticker.
You have no smog device.
We knew that.
This is a 63.
We knew that.
These older models don't come with the smog device, especially if the car's out of state. Are you out of state?
New York. I knew that.
Can you install one?
Can do.
Tell him about the pinging.
Oh, yes, there's a pinging that we're experiencing in the engine.
What kind of pinging?
There's more than one kind.
Well, there are at least 3 different pings that can mean different things.
Mommy said a rhyme.
I'm very happy for him, honey.
Can you describe it?
Oh, well, it's kind of a ping,
No, Mom. It's more of a bing, ping, like that.
No, you just added another pi. It's
No, Mom. Ping, ping.
Well, why don't you start it up? Let me have a listen.
Oh, Mom, can I do it, please? I'll be getting my license in 2 years and 4 days.
Be home by 12.
Here I go.
Turn it over.
Turn it over. Turning it over. How do I look behind the wheel?
Too young.
I don't hear the pinging. Shut it down.
Shut it down. Shutting it down.
Well, of course it's not doing it now. Does your tooth ever hurt when you go to the dentist?
Let me get Phil. Phil will know. Phil!
He'll know.
Did you notice how I cultivated a wind in my hair look? Did you get that?
Yeah, I got that.
Phil, run through the standard pings.
Bing, bada bing, bada bing, bada bing.
Bing, 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 bing.
Bing, bing, bing.
That's it! That's it!
Dirt in the fuel line. Nice to meet you.
Thank you! Thank you. I want to take care of the fuel line and get a general service.
And our horn stick sometimes.
Right.
We have a service package, $147.50, and I'll throw in the horn.
And the smog device?
An additional $185 and change.
Geez, Mom, that's $300. And change.
Tell you what, you're kind of cute. Take the package, slip me an extra $20. I'll sign the smog form, and you can get your sticker.
I couldn't do that. No, thanks for the offer, but we're new to California. We don't want to start off by breaking a law. Besides, pollution is a terrible problem, and I, in good conscience, couldn't contribute to it. No, sir.
All right, that'll be $335.50.
I thought you said I was cute.
You are. Can you leave it now?
I'll have to confer with my associates.
So what are you gonna do? Slip him the 20?
No, I'm not gonna slip him the 20. That's cheating. Do I have to lecture you too?
Well, we can't afford the service and the smog thing.
Then we'll have to go with the smog thing. We've decided that we're just going to install the smog thing.
Yes, we've decided we're just gonna install the smog thing.
Okay, can you leave the car for a few hours?
Fine, but first I have to run my daughter to school.
Mom, can I drive it out, please?
Of course, when you're 15 and you have a learner's permit and there's a licensed driver sitting up at the front seat and you're buckled in. Okay, now let me see.
Good morning.
Good morning, officer.
May I see your driver's license and registration, please?
Certainly. Are you pulling me over because of that last stop sign over there? Because I'm sure I made a complete stop. Okay, maybe I didn't stop a full 3 seconds, but I definitely stopped.
I pulled you over because you don't have a current registration sticker.
You won't believe this coincidence. You'll be amused by this, but I am right now on my way back to get the smog thing installed so the mechanic can sign the form. I have my receipt for the work right here.
You don't have a sticker.
I realize this. What are you doing?
Issuing you a citation.
You don't believe me?
I do, but I still have to write you out.
Officer, I just took my daughter to school. I'm on my way back to the garage so that we can install the smog device, after which they will give me a sticker, and then I can get my registration, so you can stop whatever you're writing now.
The law says a vehicle must bear in the upper right corner.
I am trying to obey the law. Follow me if you don't believe me.
Sign here.
Now listen. I just dropped $185 and change, and I'm missing a day's work. Why are you picking on me? You got some kind of quota or something? Single mothers driving beat-up Ramblers? Why don't you go harass some drug dealers? They drive better cars.
I'm not picking on you.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
You pulled me over because I'm a blonde, didn't you? And a woman. I'm a blonde woman. I saw the segment on 2020.
I stopped you because you have no sticker and no registration.
What is your name, officer?
I'm Officer Sloan with an E.
Well, Officer Sloan with an E. I'm gonna fight this.
I'm sensing hostility from you.
How California of you. You want to see hostility, buddy.
You're not one of the Gabor sisters, are you?
I got your badge number, and I'll see you in court. And don't say have a nice day.
Here's your bill. This is such a big tip. What do you want from me? You think I'm just a piece of meat that you can buy, don't you? Sure. Sweet talk me. Pretty soon you'll say you go crazy when you look at me and that I'm the answer to your every question. And after a while, you'll invite me to your pad with the jacuzzi and confuse me with Latin phrases. Well, let me tell you something. Just because you're a rodeo star doesn't mean you can put your brand on this little doggy. Now get out.
Can I get a coffee?
Sure, like that's all you want.
Hi, Mrs. McNeil. Remember me? Ted Walsh, Mutual Insurance.
Oh, Oh, thank you for coming over. I read in my policy I'm supposed to notify you whenever I get a traffic violation. Well, I got 2.
Really?
Yeah. Why are you doing that to your calculator? It's never good when people do that to their calculators.
2 tickets are going to raise your premiums $400 a year.
I'm not guilty.
Oh, I'm sure you're not. You still live over in Monroe with your daughter, Lupe?
Lucy.
I didn't notice this when we first did your home insurance, but Monroe is in zone 24B.
24B?
High crime zone.
There's no crime in Marvel.
I know, but if there were crime, the computer indicates that it would most likely be in
24B.
24B. It's close proximity to the highway.
The highway?
Provides for a fast and easy getaway.
For the people who aren't committing crimes.
Exactly. So that's an additional $175 annually.
Oh.
I'm able to keep the costs down because of your home security system.
I don't have a security system.
I see.
I don't even lock my doors. But that's why I moved here from New York. It's safe.
It sure is. I see that you have our Friendly Family Complete Health Insurance.
That's right.
It's really not that complete.
Then why do they call it that?
Complete coverage comes with the Friendly Family Rainbow Plan.
I don't have the rainbow.
You only have rainy day coverage. We'll update to the rainbow. Look, if you take our entire health package, I'll knock a couple dollars off your fire and theft.
No! I live in a safe town, I'm a safe driver, and I obey the laws, and I don't deserve any of this.
You know, I see that you don't have our Gentle Days psychiatric plan, which... Would you care to... Perhaps not.
Ann McNeil, step forward, please.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Terry. How's your mother?
Oh, just fine, Your Honor.
My mother's fine, too, Your Honor.
Excuse me?
Just keeping things even.
I see you had an eventful morning last Tuesday, Mrs. McNeil.
Yes, Your Honor, and I'd like
Mrs.
to explain
McNeil, this proceeding is not a jury trial. You will be free to provide us with your own account of the event, and the bench will render judgment. Is all that clear?
Yes, Your Honor.
Terry, you start.
Last Tuesday,
Excuse me, but I think that you should address the officer by his last name to avoid any favoritism. Unless, of course, you want to call me by my first name, which is Anne. Thank you.
Officer Sloan.
Thank you, Your Honor. Last Tuesday, I stopped Mrs. McNeil and cited her for improper registration and non-compliance with California state emission regulations.
I was in the process of complying. Go on.
Mrs. McNeil then screeched off in a jackrabbit start, blew her horn in a hospital zone, and used what I would consider language unbefitting a female person.
What?
It's all in my report, Your Honor. We're dealing with latent hostility.
Well, thank you, Officer Freud. You want to talk about why you like to dress up in leather boots?
Mrs. McNeil, would you like to enter a plea?
Yes, I would. I would like to go to traffic school.
Oh, so you are pleading guilty?
No, I just would like to go to traffic school.
Well, that's very commendable, Anne.
Excuse me, Judge, but you called her Ann, so you have to call me Terry now.
Mrs. McNeil, you have to enter a plea of guilty or not guilty.
Traffic school. My insurance agent told me that if I went to traffic school, it would help me with my rates.
We need some kind of plea. I know it's hard to say guilty. Do you want me to say it for you?
I'll say it. She's guilty. She had no sticker.
I was trying to get my sticker. Your Honor, so far I've missed one day of work. I'm out $200 at the garage, plus I'm looking at a traffic fine. My insurance just went up because I live in zone 24B, and I could have gotten around all this for $20, and who would know? But not Ann. No! Good old Girl Scout Ann's got to play it by the book.
Mrs. McNeil, I'm going to dismiss the sticker business. But fine you for speeding and creating a disturbance. And you may go to traffic school.
Thank you.
In return, we'll cut your fine to $50.
Plus costs.
Officer, I'll say plus costs, okay? Plus cost is my area. And you stop pulling over blondes. Complete your class, send in your certificate to the state, and the world will be right again. Next.
I'll bet you're disappointed I didn't get life.
Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rage at the close of day. Rage, rage at the dying of the light.
I don't get it. I mean, what's the big deal? So it's getting dark. So what? It gets light again in the morning.
Melissa, this poem is about death.
Death? Oh, gross! Why don't these poets talk like the rest of us? I know they're old, but we're in the 90s,
You know,
guys.
you're right, Melissa, but do not go gentle. Hey, you're dead. What a bummer. Just didn't scan, I guess.
I think the problem is Melissa's too sensitive. She's touched by the awful frailty of man. It wounds her.
Licky.
There's meatloaf in the fridge, but don't wait up for me. I'll be late.
Have a good one.
Yeah, that's just what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this little bit of bad luck and turn it into something good. Yes, I am. See, I'm gonna reacquaint myself with the rules of the road. I'm gonna pick up a few tips. I've got my pad, I've got my pencil. This is really kind of exciting. What am I gonna learn today? What am I going to learn? Well, here I go.
Good luck at driving school, Mom.
Thank you, Loopy. Thanks for coming in. Come again.
Well, Ma, you didn't end up in jail, so I guess everything turned out okay.
Well, I would hardly use the term okay. Still have to take a day off to go to traffic school.
I thought you went last night.
Would you believe I couldn't get in? But I still have to do it to get my moving violation off my traffic record and to keep my insurance premiums below Ivana Trump's divorce settlement.
My cousin had to go to traffic school. It's not so bad.
Really?
Yeah, they just show you films of car wrecks. Bodies being mangled, blood everywhere, dead people.
Robin, please. We're selling food here.
Fish! Get your fresh fish!
Hey, good catch, huh, dude?
Yep, we left a few in the lake so as not to discourage the tourists. Special of the day, Annie. 2 for nothing, and the third one's free.
I'll take the one that looks like Woody Allen.
Okay, you gotta clean him, though.
Clean him. He just came out of the water. How dirty can he be?
City girl.
You have to slit it down the middle and take out its guts.
No, I don't.
Okay. You put him on ice and I'll clean him for you later. Well, I heard about your little brush with the law.
Oh.
4 traffic tickets in one day.
Oh? Am I the latest hot news at the barber shop this week?
City Hall. You rewrote the record books. Don't worry. As they say in sports, it's not over till it's over.
Meaning?
Got somebody that I want you to meet. Old fishing buddy of mine. You've got money. Quit reading that paper through the machine and come in here. Gabby, say hello to Ann McNeil.
How do? I've seen you before.
I've seen you before.
She appeared before you in court.
Oh, Judge Bickle. I didn't recognize you in your rubber pants.
Were you the lady they caught shoplifting in the tire store?
Yeah, I had trouble putting that Michelin in my purse.
Ann got 4 tickets for refusing to break the law. She wouldn't give a mechanic $20 for a phony smog certificate.
And then you slapped me with a $50 fine.
Well, Ann, it's nice to meet you unofficially.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, too. Today. Yesterday, it wasn't so pleasurable.
Excuse me. You're the judge who persecuted my mother?
Prosecutor.
That's not the way I heard it.
Your Honor, this is my firebrand daughter, Lucy.
Hello there, little lady.
Are we speaking to him?
I think it would be smart.
Before Ann is through, this whole business could cost her $300. And she's a poor widow, struggling to raise their only daughter on a fireman's pension.
Duke.
The law is sometimes unfair, isn't it, cousin?
Sad but true. Our legal system often comes down hardest on those who can least afford it.
Sometimes judges act hastily.
The police officers can be unnecessarily harsh.
Oh, you got that right.
Unnecessarily harsh.
And who suffers?
The little people.
Like my mom.
And suppose we just forget about this whole thing and you go on about your life.
How is that possible?
Mom, don't ask.
Give him copies of your tickets and a receipt for the fine that you paid. He'll get you a full refund.
Well, they're in my bag in the back.
I'll get it.
I knew this would happen just as soon as I got you two together. You deserve a break for trying to do the right thing.
What do I have to do?
Nothing. I have your records. It has the word guilty on it. I'll just add the word not.
Gabby will fix it.
Fix it?
Well, I don't ordinarily do this, but you are a friend of Duke's, and that's punishment enough. Besides, it sounds to me like you got a raw deal.
Here it is, Mom. I'll find the ticket for you.
No.
No.
I can't do it.
Annie, this is no big thing.
Yes, it is. I appreciate what you're trying to do for me, both of you, but I can't do it.
Don't listen to her. She's hallucinating.
Some people can fix a ticket, pay a little under the table, cheat a little on their income tax. I can't.
Mom, please don't set any incredible examples for me. I can't take the pressure.
I'm not proud of it. I can't help myself. If I scratch the paint on a parked car, I leave a note.
With the right name and phone number.
I hang up a pay phone and the operator rings back for overtime. I put in the money. That's the way it is. Sorry.
It's like a sickness she has. Called honesty. Gets in the way sometimes, but I'm proud of her.
So am I. And on behalf of the entire town of Marvel, we will happily keep your $50. Hell, it's half of this week's budget.
Well, I guess we'd better go.
Thanks, Duke. I know your heart was in the right place.
I was trying to bribe you. I need someone to fry the fish.
You clean them, I'll fry them.
Since we're on the subject of honesty, and
we didn't catch those fish.
we bought them from a couple of kids.